Hello. There you go. Hello, hello. Okay. Um, there you go. Ain't no realistic proportions, motherfucker. That's just some modern audience bullshit that you weren't trying to say. What the fuck is this? Okay, this one's not that bad. This looks like a lupe. Oh shit. Wait, this is real or was this AI generated? It looks like AI generated. Artist redraws. This looks more like AI generated. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you making them all fat? Realistic, several issues here. The first is the fact that most people, men and women alike, are quite picky about appearance. While some characters do have a romantic story, the ones blah blah, this article in his photos is so ridiculous that it's stupid. Why make fantasy figures realistic? Why would people want a fantasy with a romantic heroine to be overweight and yeah? What's the point of you making them a fantasy character look fat? Well, this one's thick, nice. Maybe because I like the redheads. So weird. I uploaded 50 videos from the Poofar boy yesterday. Um, no, not Poofar boy. I'm talking about the. Oh, you put a new one right here. How old is this chick? Oh, this is something he put up. Hold up. Um. Okay, let's start here. I don't want to look at this one because this one shows her. Like my quality doesn't show it well, but if you look at her picture, she doesn't have anything wearing at the bottom. She just has the dress. She doesn't have a bra or none of that stuff. I only love thick blonde hair. I only love thick blonde hair women, not muscular ones who work out at the gym constantly. Let me be particularly clear about something. I only like thick, somewhat chubby, not super fat, but thick or somewhat chubby or fat girls. I love thick blondes, hair, blue eye or brown eye, or even green eye girls who are somewhat fat, who have thick thighs that I love to take a bite out of, who have a chubby, thick tummy so I could have something to play with. I love white women who have thick arms as well, and again, they have to be white. Well, Marshall's kind of like me, man. I do like myself a thick chick, you know, with some fat arms on. That's just me. Let me see. What is this? Okay, so he wrote this. Honestly, I just love any beautiful blonde hair women, if they're truly blonde hair, that is. Or if they either look like or remind me of Elizabeth Leo. I love blonde hair Russian women. I love blonde hair Ukraine women that I have absolutely zero chance with, and I know I don't, which breaks my heart. I love blonde hair Polish women, blonde hair German women, blonde hair Austrian women. I love blonde hair Swedish women. I love blonde hair Lithuanian women and blonde hair American women as long as they're not liberal feminist women. But let's face it, most of them are, if not all of them. That's right, Marshall. But ultimately, the list goes on and on of differently blonde haired white women. I love wish I could be with, marry, have a chance with all that. But the problem is, none of them love me or want me like I love and want them, or obsess over them, fixated about them. White women in general are my favorite, and I rather die alone, never having the privilege of spreading my seed unless God punishes me for masturbating for so many years and makes me infertile. Well, he all he does is just rant on the on TikTok now. He's basically doing the same thing, but he's just putting posts on TikTok. That's all he does now. He doesn't want to make videos because he doesn't want trolls to hit to make fun of him. You know what I mean? But whenever I get the chance to upload all my private videos onto Rumble, I'm gonna start hitting I'm gonna start hitting Marshall back with this. Um, you know. So okay, and I would rather die alone, never having the privilege of spreading my seed unless God punishes me for masturbating for so many years and makes me infertile. Wonder why Marshall likes fat chicks now. Is it because his mom's gaining some weight now or what? But I would honestly rather die alone than to ever get with or settle for a woman who's not white. I prefer white women, blonde haired women whenever they have blue or brown eyes. I don't care. I wouldn't mind though getting with a woman who doesn't have blonde hair if she was a brunette, but was still very beautiful and had blue or brown eyes. But again, I don't know of any white women anywhere in this wretched world that would ever want anything to do with me, especially as a raging incel virgin man who's pushing 30 and has been an incel for so many years now, to where I am just crushed. I'm an empty, shallow remains of my happy childhood self. Since I've been suffering ever since the age of 15 onward, since 2012, my life has just honestly been an endless, never-ending cycle of constant pain, suffering, heartbreak, soul-crushing loneliness, crippling depression, stress, isolation, shyness, being introverted and intimidated by beautiful white women or Hispanic women too, if I'm being completely truthful. My life is just simply a living hell. Nobody knows what it feels like to be me or what I go through every day of my miserable life. They wouldn't be able to last a day in my shoes. Well, you and I are both the same. You wouldn't last a day in my shoes if you were able to work. Well, hopefully that fucking guy doesn't do something that stupid. But also, my fetishes are what also mainly prevent me from ever getting with a woman, especially one of my choosing. Since my fetishes, which I love and are very much part of me since I had them for so many years now. Since my late childhood and early teens, I've grown with my fetishes is not something I will ever give up no matter what. Yet I do understand and fully acknowledge or understand that the fetishes I have are sadly and unfortunately not widely accepted or welcome for that matter, popular or even just or ever got as much attention, praise, or put up a pedestal like stupid fucking oral and anal sex has for so many decades. Now that it makes my blood boil. Like like it seriously in like it seriously enrages how popular and overrated oral and anal sex is. This guy has never gotten oral sex in his life and he says it's overrated. Jesus. But my fetishes of pretty women pooping, burping, farting, and peeing gets completely shunned by society. It gets put on the back burner like it's nothing. Even more like thrown in. Move. Sorry, my cat's in the way. Um, it gets put on the back burner like it's nothing. Even more like thrown in the trash, completely discarded. My fetishes get so much hate and backlash. But immoral, filthy, evil, disgusting, disturbing fetishes like oral and anal get all this insane amount of attention. You can't tell me I'm wrong about this. Yeah, you are wrong, dude. First of all, you never got head in your life. You never got head. You never gave a woman oral. Okay? Getting head feels great. Okay? It feels awesome. And I guarantee you, your parents have done that with one another. I wouldn't be surprised if his father and his mother did 69 on each other. All right? And a fantasy in their heads that they build up to be some great things. Elizabeth Lell deserves to be put back in Joe Goldberg's cage. Honestly, over the past 2 years, since I sadly only knew about Elizabeth Lell and her existence as a public figure as an actress since 2023, But during that short period of time, mainly because of watching her in the You show and seeing how bad and naughty of a character she played in that show, and because of some annoying liberal, somewhat feminist stuff she said years since then, I want to see her actually punished. I mean, to be honest, I will love nothing more than see any beautiful woman like Elizabeth Lell, especially if they're naughty, be punished for living an evil lifestyle. But I can only wish that. I already read this one. Well, actually, no. He just rants about the same old dumb thing. I wish this movie was released earlier than it did. Yeah, we already know his routine. What I've been saying all this time, no thanks to women in this ultra feminist society. Maybe, who knows? The chances of him finding a woman like that who isn't shooting up to something, I don't know. The number of men who are 25 plus and still virgins is now at an all time high. Who cares? Could it be because of electronics and people are not going out more like they used to? Could that be the reason why? Is because they're not brought by guys or whatever? I don't know. Oh my god, he's doing the same stupid shit. This post is just simply my opinion and argument as to why the Friday Nights at Freddy movies should have came out earlier. If you're not lazy, you'll read all of it, not like anything too long anyways. Dude, the Friday Night Heavy came out and I went to your account. The I'm not going to call it Friday Nights at Freddy's. I'm just going to call it the movie. So be aware of that. The movies came out too late. The reason I say this, I guarantee you, it's because of Elizabeth Lau. I bet you it has to do because she would have been younger. I guarantee you, this is his rant. The Let me just say, a Friday Nights at Freddy's movies came out too late. The reason I say this and feel this way personally is because, first of all, when it came to games or books too, they were both released during the 2010 decade era. Then the fans of both the games and books wanted films to be made based off the games and books for many years. Yet the first Friday Night at Freddy movie didn't come out until 2023. Then the second one just came out this year, 2025, which I feel was just 2 years too late for both films. If you ask me, I will say that the first film should have been released back in 2021 or 2022 at the very latest, but preferably 2021. So 4 years ago, that should have been when the first movie came out. I also say this because I would have loved it if the first movie came out during the time that Elizabeth Lale herself would have still been in her 20s. And in 2021, she would have been 29 years old. And in 2021, she would have been 29 years old, pushing 30, but still in her 20s. Same when the first first movie would have started filming. Another reason I really wish the first movie would have come out in 2021, not 2023, like it actually did, is because I would have wanted Elizabeth Lale's first big film roles being Friday Night at Freddy's to have been released while she would have still been in her 20s. She's not in an Oscar-worthy performance fucking type movie, Marshall. God. Since Elizabeth, and plus they're saying that the movies are bad, especially the new one that just came out. Since Elizabeth Lale has been an actress and been acting ever since she was 22 years old back in 2014, 11, almost 12 years ago now. Yes, she didn't really gain all that much attention until 2023 with the release of the first. She came out in the first film? Okay. Movie which came out that year. Sadly, during the time, she was already 31 along with Josh Hutcherson. And because it's taken her this long to even gain some popularity or mainstream attention again, just since the past 2 years, 2023 to 2025, I think it would have been better if the first kind of big major break was starring in the first movie franchise. The Friday Nights at Heavy movie franchises would have came out in 2021 with the first film releasing that year, while she would have been 29 and still in her 20s in that first Friday Night at Freddy's movies. But also because I am extremely obsessed fan of hers. I wish she would have blown up more at a younger or earlier age back in 2021 at the age of 29. But also it would have been nice if Josh Hutcherson would have been younger too, along with Matthew Lillard, who would have only been 51 years old if the first Friday Night at Freddy movie came out in 2021, which I personally think it should have. And Josh Hutcherson would have been also still in his 20s, alongside with Elizabeth Lau, being 29. So I think it would have been better if the first movie would have been released 4 years ago. But now, if it came out in 2021, like I believe it should have, but also I feel the movie should have been a tad bit longer too. Like at least a 2 hour runtime instead of being 1 hour and 50 minutes long. He's complaining about 10 minutes short, which was how long the first Friday Night a Heavy movie was. I mean, they might as well have made it to be 2 hours long runtime since it was already close enough by continuing. I think the second Friday Night at Freddy movie should have came out 2 years ago. So back in 2023, which was the first, which was the year the first Friday Night at Heavy Freddy's movie was released, which I believe should have came out 2 years earlier in 2021. So this way, the second movie could have come out when Elizabeth Lau would have been only 31, along with Josh Hutcherson and Matthew Lala would have been only 53 if the second Friday Nights at Freddy movie came out in 2023, which I definitely think it should have had. At last but not least, I believe the third Friday Night at Freddy movie should have came out this year, 2025. So that way, Elizabeth Lau could have had her first movie trilogy by the age of 33, which I believe and wish would have happened, but sadly it didn't. uh, I think if Elizabeth Lau, who's still pretty underrated, had her first completed movie trilogy out by 2025 at the age of 33, with the first Friday Night at Freddy movie, which should come out back in 2021, 4 years ago. Then the second Friday Night at Freddy's movie, which should have came out in 2023, 2 years ago. Then the third Friday Night at Freddy movie being released this year, 2025. Then by the age of 33, Lau could have easily had her first major film franchise trilogy done and completed, which would have been awesome. Then she would have been probably offered bigger and better roles, probably even back in 2021, 2023, 2024, and so on, to concede with releases of the Friday Night at Freddy movies. I just honestly hate that the movies didn't come out sooner, because then I could have been obsessing over Elizabeth Lau for the last 4 years since 2021 and would have known of her existence as a public figure and actress. But I would have still been enraged because even if I had known of Elizabeth Lau's existence since 2021, that was the year she got married to the Iranian weirdo, which I'll never understand why. Or why she waited until she was 29 years old, pushing 30, to finally get married, which I'm sad to say, it's just shockingly late. Even though it's not like I've ever had the wonderful, amazing privilege of getting married, and I'm pushing 30 myself now. Are you done now, Marshall? Yeah, he's done. That's all he said. Would I fuck Marsha Witch Sister? If you're talking about Susan, no. Susan around the same age as my nieces, so no, thank you. Susan's like in her 20s, no, young 20s. No, I'm 41, dude. I'm going to 42 next March. I'm not. Next year I'm going to 42 years old. It's just weird for me. I think if I didn't have nieces and I didn't have a large family like I do, I probably would have been like an old friend that was he too right now. He's like around my age and he's like meeting like a lot of 20-year-old girls on Instagram. And he's just fucking them, you know? You're talking about Anna? Well, let's say in a scenario she wanted to sleep with me. Yeah, I would. I'm not gonna be the best fuck, obviously, but yeah, I probably would with Anna, not Susie. Susie is like around the same age as my niece, and that's just I don't know, feels a little off. You guys know the story of what happened when somebody here used well behind the scenes somebody was trying to talk to me and all that, and she was like 20 some years old, and I just never went for it because of her age. It was just weird, you know. Remember, I told her she's better off to find somebody her age. And yeah, I did say I did talk to her because I was like, everybody kept telling me, dude, she's over 18. What's the problem? So I was like, okay, let me talk to see what happens. Nah, it didn't work out. I was like, no. This thing is still healing. Well, it keeps getting damaged here every time. It keeps reopening every time. I'm talking about 304 Sister. That sounds like 304 Sister. That sounds like a fun time. What do you mean 304 Sister? I don't know who she is. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
While I transfer your call.
This penal code was violated. Instances on video of him committing a violation of this penal code.
This is Colton Wood. I discovered this guy through ROTC. No. It was Daywave. And he had his first channel called Colton Caliber Force something. And then later on, 1 year, 2 years later, I discovered he has multiple little channels, like this one called The Hard Turd. And now I heard that he's in prison. For some reason, videos of his pop up out of nowhere.
Letters in the mail.
Videos I've never seen before, they just pop up out of nowhere. They won't let me check my room.
Okay. Information is gold.
Okay, yeah, you're welcome. I don't have any more water.
No, I'm good. I just got through. I ate a plate of food. That's another thing. I stopped for a plate of.
It's so weird because this guy's videos just pop. Like when I look at one video, it pops on my feed. I'm like, wait a minute, I never seen this video on his channel. They just pop out and they just magically pop out. And I'm like, I checked on if he has any videos like confrontation videos like this, and I don't find these videos. They just pop out.
Food and it almost cost me everything.
Well, doing this might not have helped you, so. No, yeah, I wish we couldn't get out quick enough to talk to you before everything happened.
I didn't see what Mario was doing until he was in the seat behind me. All I'm doing, I want citizen's arrest on her. I'm telling her she has to stay for the cops. Mario gets in behind me and tries to shove me.
That I heard you, but I didn't see him at all.
He got the key in and started and drove off with me, and I had to stop him from driving. With my feet were out the door.
Okay.
Something hit my knee. I dropped my glasses. Okay, she was pulling on my pants.
You're not bleeding or
I'm not seriously hurt.
A lot of times when this guy gets into a confrontation or a fight or physical altercation, most of the time he doesn't capture them, or when he's in the middle of doing it, it just cuts off. It just turns off. I'm like, Jesus. Like there's one he got in a fight with this guy that he says he's a schizo, and he hits him with a bat. You hear the boom, right? And the camera cuts off.
Okay.
Hey guys, thank you. Oh.
Do you want me to leave?
No, please. Oh God, witnesses. Hey guys, thank you.
I'm just the neighbor. I'm trying to
leave. The cops are coming, and I can. Schwartz got my.
You guys took him. Yes, ma'am.
I don't know. She could have had all the. No, it wasn't me. So I got it back. All my cars. I have.
We're hanging out of the car.
Gotta find something else here. Today is like yesterday was the final pay-per-view for the UFC, so it's gonna be real interesting to see where this shit's heading. Alright, let me go look for the Hard Turd. I remember this one here. So when is this guy coming back? Well, he lost everything. Hurt your feelings. They aren't the feelings cops. What are you talking about? You have amazing videos. I want you hurt your feelings. Maybe I'll be able to see more videos here. They tricked me and locked me in. Time to cut my way out.
Hey, frauditor troll. Or whatever you're fucking, I don't, and just say, I mean, it's just.
Oh my God, Ken. I'm talking about 304 Sister. I already read that shit. First of all, let me see the Friday. Let me look at this. So she came out in the first film.
They're out there, Mike.
In our relationship, I think.
Yeah.
Ours, we go a little bit deeper.
Like welcome you to sex.
Being a fan.
Okay, because I know that that's
Oh,
allowed
that's a
to
great
say.
one. Which is cool.
Everyone is making me crave pizza. Nobody else is gonna like this. It's like cauliflower buffalo pizza.
Yeah, no, that's
You're
good.
into that?
I've had that, yeah,
okay,
for sure.
Yeah.
I could definitely see why Marshall's so into that chick. Looks like her mom. Wonder if Marshall jerked off at this scene right here. Like, I wish I was right there with her. I wish I could be on top of her. Hey, what's up, Booga Man? You know what? I'm gonna play a little bit of Duck Station. Yeah. I'm gonna be here for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go and chill in the bed. Last night sucked, man. Some fucking house had like a house party, and they had it on till like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not even joking. I woke up at 2, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, how many hours I slept? It must have been like at least 6 hours. I'm like, God damn. And then somebody was playing their music. They were playing loud. I'm trying to go to sleep. Finally, after they turned everything off around 3:30, I fell asleep, and I got up around 6:30 and all that. Ah, that sound, bro. That sound gives me so much memories when I used to get up in the morning. When I used to get up in the morning before I go to school, middle school, and I used to turn this on. Oh my God. Memories, homie. Yes, I'm playing Deception. The one I played, but I stopped playing it after a while. Yeah. I'm going to play the entire Deception series. What? I want to see how the sound quality is. Damn, G. JR, you still alive? What the hell are you talking about? I want to see how my quality is. Maybe I'll use my headset, my headphones. Or should I play it like this? Now, we're working on fucking loading screens from like PlayStation, right? It's going to be loading like how you used to be with PlayStation, so. Oh, those graphics. And then I don't know if I'm going to play Deception 2. I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll jump to Deception 3. Because I can't tell you how many times I played Deception 2. So many times when I was a young kid. Let me lower the output. Should be like that. Dan Jr., you still alive? Yeah, I'm going to prison soon for aggravated assault, though. God damn, for how long are you gonna be in prison if that's true? So I'll be chilling for a while. No one's gonna see me probably at least 3 years. Get the fuck for reals? 3 years? Three years. Could be longer, dude. Hello, you could get 20 for aggravated assault where I'm from. Did they gave you only 3 years because it was your first offense or what? Of course, don't give out any details, right? I'm not saying give me details of what happened and all that, right? But so you're gonna be released probably by December. Well, when do you have to go with the when do you have to book yourself in to your hotel the next 3 years? It's my first adult charge, but I've been in the system as youth, and I don't have a sentence yet. 3 is just a guess. Oh, so you're not even sure yet. There could be a chance that you might get it, right? Have they told you exactly? My homie just got 7 for aggravated. Really? There's definitely more to the story of what happened. Maybe you were the less person and the other person got more because he either hurt or he started the whole thing or something went down. I don't know, for him to get more. I'm trying to beat the charge, dude. The person tried to stab me. God damn, dude. What kind of fucking life you live in? And here I thought I was surrounded by the youth. Man. You know what? Hold up. What is up with the youth? How old are you? You're young? You know what, man? If you heard you're 25, okay, so you're still kind of youth. You know what, man? If you heard this song soon when you were a young kid, you would have been like Ooga Man, making Green Goblin videos, Super Mario plushies.
For us is a brand new song. What's this song about?
The song is about, it's called What Up With Youth, and it's about what's up with the youth
What's
in
up with
America
the
today,
youth, dog?
gang violence, drugs, and that kind of thing, trying to make the world a better place.
Hey, I can
I hope
relate
this
to
video
that,
doesn't
for
get taken
sure.
down.
Let me tell you something, man. I'm not kidding. I really think that's good for the youth, you know?
You wrote this yourself?
Yeah. You wrote it yourself?
Wrote it and produced it.
Yeah.
Let's hear for Corey right now with the song. Let's all start dancing, baby.
I'm putting it short because I don't want fucking YouTube to have a problem, but you never know. That's Stern when he was a shit, when Stern was cool and shit, right? When he was the man.
Go ahead, Corey.
Come on, everybody, let's dance for Junior. Let's dance for Junior. I can't move my shoulder because it's jacked up. If you heard this song sooner, you wouldn't be doing all this shit. You wouldn't be with your homie and all that. I'm just sick and tired of young lads like Junior getting to dumb shit. Alright? What is up with people like Junior? I don't want to play anymore because you don't know. What's up with me, guys? You could check it out on because I don't want to play it more because there's a chance I'm either gonna get suspended knowing YouTube or they're gonna fucking cut that off and say, hey, we blocked that part because it's a violation of blah 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 blah, right? But all I could say, man, if everything what you say, like I don't know the whole story of what happened with you, right? I'm only going by for what you say. Whatever happens with you, man, just be in your best behavior when you go in there. I wish you well. I wish you luck if you do have to go in. But if you do somehow beat it, that's fucking great. If everything what you said is true, if you could beat it, that's great. Just don't be a dumbass and repeat that shit again. You know what I mean? You're only considered a fucking big idiot. I mean, you're already considered a dumbass for right now, but you're considered a fucking idiot if you repeat it again. You know what I mean? Just try to think next time, you know? And just fucking be in your best behavior if you do have to, unfortunately, go in there. Those 3 years are probably going to be a bitch, but, you know, just keep your head up high and then it should go by quickly and hopefully, you know, you come out as a new man. Keep your head up high, but keep your ass low. First of all, I'm not trying to scare you or anything. They said that all that butt raping stuff isn't really like what it happens in prison. It does, but it's like kind of exaggerated. So yeah. I don't know what happened. I don't know what he says something about aggravated assault, but I don't want to press him or anything like, hey, tell us what happened, right? If he wants to share it, let it. If he wants to, he wants to. If he doesn't want to, let's not pressure him or press him on that, right? You know? All right, so you already been there, so you're kind of like used to it then. Whatever you do, just don't get yourself in dumb situations because that shit, like, the more trouble you get into, it's going to get worse and worse, and then you'll be there longer and longer, and yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's another reason. Don't expose the case. I mean, we don't know who you are, your identification. We don't know where you live. And still, you could still say it. But again, if I was you, just don't say it if you're trying to beat the case. Again, we don't know where you live. We don't know how you are, you know. But again, it's best just to shh, you know what I mean? And let us know what happens. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If that's what happened, you just focus on that. Don't give out any explanation what happened. And yeah, just once it's all said and done, if you want to share it later on when it's all said and done, then go ahead. If no, then that's cool with me, man. I'm not going to be pressing you. And I'm sure my very little viewers won't do the same to you. Just be positive about it and just tell yourself, man, and you know, I promise, man, if I beat this shit, I'm going to be better and not do dumb shit again because I don't want to go in and do with all that, right? So, fuck it. So when did this game come out? I think it came out in 97. The PlayStation 1 Deception 1, which year did it get released?
Tecmo's Deception, the first game in the series for the...
This game's from 1996, ladies and gentlemen. This is like almost like fucking like 32 years old. 31 years old. This game isn't really, how should I say it? Shit. It's not like the other games that later came out after this, but I told myself I was going to beat this game because it is part of the Deception franchise. These are the kind of games I wish we could kind of... I want to fucking see this series get remake again, but who owns Tecmo now? The game studio Tecmo, who owns the license?
After merging with Koei, Tecmo is now part of Koei Tecmo Holdings. Koei Tecmo Games, the main developer...
Koei. Man. Would they ever release a Deception game from Koei Tecmo?
It's uncertain if Koei Tecmo will release a new Deception game, as the series hasn't had a new entry since 2015. While the series has a niche appeal, fan demand and remakes offer some slim possibilities.
Oh my god. I miss that shit. But if they never release, this is the kind of game that I'll be shocked if they get remade. I'll be flipping my shit. You gotta be kidding me. But I don't see it getting remade. It doesn't have that huge popularity. The other one I would love to see them do a remake, and they could possibly do it, is Parasite Eve. But it's not that Square Enix can do it. The license issue, because it belonged to a novel and all that. Now Pembroke enters the castle of the Dam. Boy, I'm entering the castle of the Dam, visiting my father. I'm gonna check out the volume if it's good or not. If it's not, well, you know what? I could check on it right now. You're the pinche huevón, dude. Oh, pinche huevón. Princess Zemika, Prebek has returned from his journey. Princess Zemika, Prebek has returned from his journey. All right. Maybe sounds weird because I don't have the headphones. I'll try the headphones tomorrow. If it sounds fuck up, my bad. His Majesty awaits you in his chamber. Oh, look at those graphics. I always like smile with these type of games, bro. It's like this was my game. These were the type of games back then when I was 13 years old. I never played Deception 1. I got into Deception 2. Okay, that's good. Thanks. Magician Zamar, how are you, sire? You must be tired from your travels. Oi, but you probably don't care now that your love is here. King Zamaris, come closer. How was your visit to Angelo? Hold up. What a fucking itch that was. Yeah, I was scratching my nuts right now. Not bare on my shorts and all that, so. And Princess Viana, she's well, I trust. Yes. Excellent. I want to talk with her a bit later. We have some serious matters to discuss. This concerns you and the future of our country. I am overjoyed about your engagement to Princess Viana. The whole country is buzzing about the upcoming wedding. The vitality of the younger generation is surging. I think it's a high time I step down as king. What? Gosh. Majesty. Prince Yaris. The second Prince Yaris. What's going on here, brother? What have you done? That's your sword. Who's Amelia Earnhardt? Let me check. Amelia Earnhardt.
Here are the listings for Amelia Earhart near North Hollywood.
Really? Was an American aviation pioneer and the first woman to fly solo across. So she's the first. Is she still alive? Because it doesn't say here that she died. She died when she was flying then, right? Well, obviously she was going to crash this. She's a woman. Just playing. I'm just playing. Any women here? I'm just playing, okay? We all know that women could do things like we, okay? By the way, I'm just fucking with you guys, okay? I don't. If any chicks are here or they decide to look at my recording and they're like, look at this fucking piece of shit. Okay? Listen, guys here. We know it's fucking disgusting, but women, again, I don't want to bury myself. I'm just fucking around, okay? But we all know women could do stuff like we can, okay? All right? By the way, I'm just fucking with you guys, okay? But yeah. But yeah, you're saying that they probably found it? God damn. The plane. I mean, you're not going to find the body if it's in the ocean, right? Damn, when she will be in 3 years, the world is probably extremely wild. I like Sam's older stuff too. Well, I'll tell you, I hope I beat it because it's bullshit anyways. But yeah, that's pretty scary. Well, the thing is, Junior, I will say this. If you do unfortunately have to do time, just get yourself ready mentally, right? Because my friend, he was in jail. Well, he had to do like a little prison time for like about over the weekend or something, or probably for about a week. He tells me it was the longest week he was there. The reason why is because he didn't go back, and because he totally forgot about it. So they had a bounty on him. So he didn't know about it. So he shows up to the police department to complain about something. And the police says, well, what's your name? Well, okay, my name is this and that. And then they looked and they noticed he has a bounty. So the cops showed up and I think his little brother was there with him. And the cops say, hey, we got to arrest you. Why? You have a bounty. What do you mean I have a bounty? And they had to arrest him. And in order for him to get himself out, he was there for like about a week, I think. And he tells me that it's very political in prison. It's very political. You know what I mean? They're very political. Bounty or Warren. Yeah. My bad. Bounty or Warren. All right. But yeah, he said it's very political. And when he got out, it felt weird when he got out of prison. He was there for a week and it felt strange when he got out. Right? The thing he has to get used to is using the toilets, and then there's like no doors and stuff like that. And yeah, he didn't like it at all. But he got out and he's been a good boy ever since. So yeah, all you can do is get yourself mentally ready if you have to do it. But yeah, I mean, just be positive and get it over with. Well, he's not going in yet. He's fighting to beat the case. So yeah. And that's why I'm saying I'm wishing him luck. How could you kill your own father? Arrest Pebbrick at once for the assassination of the king. I love the fact that guards saw what happened. They're like, yeah, we're going to arrest you. We're going to arrest you. I'm like, dude, he died. Framed by his brother, the prince has been accused of murdering his father. A crowd cheers as he is led to the gallows. For the murder of the king, a conspiracy against the people. I bet you that all these guys had something to do with it. They framed him, not just the brother. Yeah, the politics are wild in prison, but your buddy would have just been in county jail if it was over the weekend. No, I think he was there for a whole week, like 7 days or something, or 10 days. I don't remember. I think he was there for like a week or a month. I'm not sure. Until they fixed the whole thing. Oh, okay. What punishment does he deserve? Yesterday they all loved and admired me, but today they want my head. Why won't anyone believe me? I hate these fickle people. I loathe the vile feet who frame me. I detest everything in this world. If only I had some kind of power, good, evil, I don't care. I need something, anything, someone help me. That sounds like Marshall. Suddenly a flash of light filled the sky. That actually sounds like Marshall. And the previous owner set their name as the N-word. Oh, that's funny. Most of my friends that period are like dead or in prison already. And yeah, prison is for sentences 3 years or longer, I think. 2 or more. Penitentiary is for longer sentences, and it's nicer. Remember Curry Cell having a prison thing? He was like obsessed with it. Whatever happened to Curry Cell? I remember he was doing videos of him drinking and all that. I do remember that. I do remember that. Lightning is striking the prince. The Almighty must be angry. Ha ha ha. This is Almighty's punishment. His crimes are too great and unforgivable. I should be the next king, not him. I have no idea what happened to Curry. Do you have any idea, Junior? Hey, Junior, you were the one who was there like when we had the when Curry Cell got on over there on StreamYard, and then you got on with what's his other name? Scooby or whatever? And you guys were like fucking tag teaming him and all that? You were the one, right? Yeah, I don't really keep up with people's names sometimes. I do, but sometimes I don't, so yeah. Son of Darkness, the one who seeks the power, awake now. I don't know what happened to him. I'm pretty sure he just fucked off. He didn't kill himself, I'm sure. And yeah, that was me. Yeah, fucking stupid ass YouTube like took that video. The one where you guys were talking shit to him. So, but the thing is, I think I'm still able to view it on my YouTube channel, only me, but the quality isn't there. So again, I'm going to upload them on Rumble bit by bit. So if I could get that video, if YouTube allows me, it's going to go up there over there in Rumble. I don't think Rumble's going to be that fucking gay as here, so. Son of Darkness, the one who seeks the power, awake now. Whatever happened to Scooby or Scooty or whatever his name? He always gets channels and just disappears. I serve the Lord of Darkness. See, this is the thing right here. This has to be fucking the main character from part 2. They were saying that no, she has no connections but one of the endings from part 2 shows that if you killed everyone, including your brother, some demon or whatever turns you into an immortal to serve under him. And this character looks like the fucking chick from fucking part 2. And then it says here, I serve the Lord of Darkness. That's why people who are fans of the Deception series says that this is Millennia. That's the character from part 2, Millennia. I remember being worried he killed himself and looked for him for a bit, and then one day he commented back on some alt account and was like, I'm not dead, I got banned and I'm not coming back. That's funny. Why did he get banned? Because he was talking shit about white people? I remember that shit. Talking so much shit. You are now in the forest of confusion. The power of the demon brought you here. You want a power to destroy anyone, don't you? That's why people are saying part 2 is a prequel to part 1, man. Go to the castle of the damned to make a deal with the devil and become the new head of the castle. The master. Speaking of the master, I gotta go and finish the last season or 2 for that old show called The Strain. How long it has been, a voice enters my head. Son of Darkness, if you seek power, make a covenant with me to aid my resurrection. The door to the voice open. This fucking oldies are awesome. These old games are fucking awesome, dude. It took me a while to figure out how to get the emulator working. North. keys. Wait, hold up. I gotta show somebody this. West California. You guys. East. Case closed. The compass doesn't lie. I don't listen to Superman and all that. I'm not really into superhero movies. Why is it me, or does the thing feels a little bit more smoother? Who is it? I think it could be the emulator that made it look nicer. I don't know, the shoulder. You're new to this castle, aren't you? I bet you're here to obtain the power hidden here. The power of darkness. It's locked. There's a skull-shaped keyhole. Okay, so you go like that. You use the analog. I'm afraid there is no chance for you to get it. Because I'll get it. What are you doing? Well, I see another visitor over there. I'll take good care of you. Watch out. Come in this room. Are you okay? He is Arbiteron. He attacks visitors. One of my friends was killed by him, too. I'm here to avenge his death. I don't know why you are here, but I wish you luck. Bye. You ever do burpees, Pepper? I don't know if you still train much, but if you want to work out, you'll do it. Oh, yeah. I used to do burpees with my friend, Alex. Well, it wasn't burpees, but it was kind of like, because he was like really deep into mixed martial arts, MMA. So he was doing like, he used to look at videos. This was back like when UFC wasn't Spike TV. So yeah, it's been that long. And yeah, we used to do that. Well, what I do now is that I do some treadmill, but the treadmill doesn't work well because I need to replace the belt. And I need to replace like some 2 rods in it. It still works, but it like makes a noise. Those things need to be replaced. I could replace them now, but I would rather fucking wait till I get a job and pay off my mattress and maybe later on the treadmill. But right now I usually do VR exercise. Just today I couldn't do any VR today because my shoulder is a little jacked up, so I decided to take a break. I was gonna do it. I was already in the VR, but I was like, God, I still feel a little pinched and I don't want to delay the recovery. Tomorrow, I'm possibly might go to LA. Apply in person. I already applied it online, but I'm gonna go in person. It's a driving job. I also applied at a job at another state to see if they give me a car or not. I don't know. And then I applied at another job from another second state. But I don't know if I should still stay here for another year and be sure that I'll leave with a good amount of money and pay off my debt and lower it. Lower my internet and all that. So, yeah. You know, I just remember, if I do decide to leave now or later on, I'm gonna have to still leave the internet, but I'm gonna have to drop the internet the most affordable one, and have my relative pay for it, for the security cameras and all that. And they'll take over the payments and the bill, not me. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, definitely be easy on your shoulder if you're feeling fucky. I tore my radiator cup before. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't know if you were like this, Junior, when you were like in your teenager years, like in your 15s or 16s or whatever, right? Like, remember when we were young kids, man? You just didn't care. If you were injured, you would still fucking play in sport and you just tough it out. As you get older, dude, it's like what people say. You just got to try to respect your age as you get older and older, dude. Yeah, we used to jack up our legs or feet or whatever, and then, you know, we just kept on fucking playing. Now you can't really do that the older you get. I know I definitely don't do that anymore because I don't want to fucking get myself in a situation where I screw myself up and then I got to put myself on a surgery, and no, thank you. That's why when I do weights, I don't do super heavy weights or none of that stuff. I do like light, but lots of repetitive stuff. I just haven't done it yet because I've been a little bit like depressed a bit because I'm not working. I'd rather feel stressed and miserable than feel depressed. When I feel stressed and miserable is when I'm working at a job and I'm working lots of hours. At the end of the day, at least I get to come back home, be extra tired, and go to sleep tired, and I wake up doing it all over again. I miss having the stress and the miserable feeling. I don't like the depressed feeling like I feel right now. You know what I mean? I don't like being depressed. I prefer to be miserable and I prefer to be miserable and stressed out working. But yeah, as you get older and older, you just gotta simply just respect your age, dude, and don't do stupid shit because that really fucks you up. Especially if you played sports when you're young and then you never played it for years and then you decide to show either your kids or somebody like young people like, oh, I used to play this, and you think you still got it, but then all of a sudden you're cold and you're cold and you're stiff and then you injure yourself. Yeah, I seen it happen. Freaking Latina girl that was there at the hospital like years ago, she broke her arm. She broke her damn arm. Because her little kid was skateboarding, her little girl, and then she used to skateboard back in middle school and high school, and then 15 years later she decides to get on a skateboard because her little baby girl was doing it. She fell and broke her fucking arm. I'm laughing because it is funny. The sign hangs on the door. In a way, he did, but not really. He's still supposedly in his Instagram account that is completely private and a select few only can look at him. And he occasionally posts on his TikTok account. He's pretty much doing the same old thing. Except he's just typing stuff out on TikTok. That's pretty much it. He doesn't want to get on YouTube. Well, the girl he's obsessed with, she's not young. She's already in her 30s. Elizabeth Laird. Oh yeah, because you're like 16 now, right? Football cage. Well, remember that your favorite son talked about that he was like into like videos of little girls burping, and I think Marshall said that he doesn't look at it, but I think he's subscribed to like young girls who do burp videos, like underage girls. How do you set the traps up? Well, yeah, I think your favorite son like explained that. O'Neal, Stump. How do I? Wait, yo de pendejo. There's a way to do it, right? Let me see. Football cage. Right foot. Okay, it's up and down. All right, there you go. Oh yeah, it's for 1996, dude. This was back when I was like freaking like maybe. Let me ask AI. Because we need AI. For a lot of dumbasses like me who don't bother to do the math now. If I'm 41 years old right now, how old would I be in 1996? I was 12 years old when this game came out. 12 years old. So yeah, it is ancient. And that's what I love. That's what I love about games like that. Old like me. I remember when I pissed off Marshall to the point of deleting his TikTok account. Yeah, Marshall hated you when you were just telling him some basic little tips, and you were a lot younger and you had more common sense than Marshall. Marshall started to tell you off when he was a little kid. When you were a young kid. That shit was funny. Alright, so I got a key. Forgot which. The symbol of Satan is card. I remember I talked about this story, but it's always like funny. The tragedy, of course, wasn't funny, but Columbine school shooting, some of you were probably not alive when this happened. Which year did the Columbine school shooting happen? 1999. April of 1999. When that happened, right? One of the games they blamed a lot was Doom. Columbine, ha ha ha. No, the funny part was this. So they were talking shit a lot about Doom, right? And then I remember when I went to Target, my brother's like, hey, go and see if they got the game Doom. Sure enough, when I went to Target, and this was at the time that Target was a shit back then, right? Customer service was awesome. You call them up, somebody will pick up. You'll tell them, hey, I'm looking for this game. Okay, let me transfer you. Then somebody will pick up. You tell them, hey, do you have this game? Let me go check. We have it. Do you want me to put it on the side for you? What's your name? And I remember I went there in person. There's a lot of people, and I'm like, hey, do you have Doom? And then the other person, hey, do we have Doom? Yeah, we do. All of a sudden, they started to sell Doom again because it just became popular there. I remember everybody turned around when I said Doom because of the school shooting, right? This was a very sensitive topic back then. I had more basic human social at 12 than Marshall will ever have. Yeah. He does not fit. Okay, it's right here. Going to heaven. Where am I? Second floor? What time is it? Okay, you know what? How do you save this game? Okay, you can save it like that. Cool. Awesome. You know what I like about this Duck Station? Like, you could also put the pictures of how the game used to be, which is awesome. It took me a while to figure out how to use Duck Station again. Like, okay, what happened was the BIOS. You had to get a BIOS online. And before, after you extract it with 7-zip, you will have like the BIOS that said bin, right? Then you put it on Duck Station BIOS, then you make a new folder. But this time, you have to change the name. You have to change the title to bin, which I was like, what the fuck? How come I can't find the right BIOS? It doesn't show bin. So I looked it up, did some search, and it's like, no, you're supposed to rename it. So I'm like, all right, let me rename it. And it worked. Very happy. One of the games I want to try to beat is Death Trap Dungeon. So, yeah. Dude, guys, I got to go. I'm going to go and chill. Probably go to bed later on. I'll probably go to bed like an hour and a half. I might go tomorrow. Probably I will to that place where they're supposedly hiring. I don't know what time they'll be available. It's like 20 minutes away, 25 minutes away. Drop an application there. Maybe I'll try to see if I could get a DMV record or something. I'll print out my resume. And I'll go in person to see if they accept it. If they do, I'll just give them I'll take out a copy of my my whatchamacallit, my DMV and my job application to see what happens. And what else? Any news from the fucking jobs I fucking contacted, or do I have to play the same old fucking dumb game? Waiting and waiting and waiting. Oh, this shit sucks over here, dude. The wait. Same old bullshit. Stock room assistant. What the fuck? These are just fakes. Yeah, I never really heard Marshall talk about that. I really wish that Doom would have released in the year 1999 instead of 1993. Yeah. I would have wished that Wolfenstein would be released a lot more sooner. Because the guys would have been a lot more younger. The original team from Ed, they would have been like 3 years younger. And that would have been so cool because by the time they reach on their 40s, they would have completed a trilogy of games. And that would have been so awesome. By the way, that's what fucking Marshall said recently on his latest TikTok post. He wishes he wishes that Friday Night at Freddy's movies got released 2-3 years sooner. That way, Elizabeth Lau would have completed her first trilogy of films. It's like, Marshall, Friday Night at Freddy movies are not like a fucking blockbuster hit. They're not up there that makes a shit ton of money. You know what I mean? They're saying that those movies are bad. She would have gained more popularity. I don't think Elizabeth Lau cares as long as she's fucking making money and all that. And she gets like jobs and all that. And not only that, she's married to a guy who seems to be successful too. So she's got it made. Wait, hold up. Whatever it is. Where's the guy? Where's the guy? Right. I can't find it because it's just. Nah, I can't find that video anymore. I wish Friday Night 32 came out in 2021 instead of 2025. Well, yeah, because Elizabeth Leia would have had her first trilogy of a film. All right, guys, I gotta head out. That's you guys. I'm gonna play the game tomorrow whenever, maybe tomorrow morning, or maybe I'll go, or maybe they'll tell me, hey, we already got your application. You don't need to come in. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Later, guys.